US, UK, Japan, and India got involved. I know. Is it Japan where they like for Christmas they just have KFC? Because #capitalism. I don't know. I'm sure they'll mention if it is.
From portion sizes to exclusives, we wanted to find out all the differences between KFC in the US, UK, Japan, and India. This is Food Wars.
So at the KFC in Japan, you can order your chicken pieces in 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces.
5-piece bucket that comes with only leg pieces.
In the UK, you can get buckets in 3 sizes.
Who's going to win? The US, because it'll all be massive and cheap. Because that's the US. Bro, US fast food, it is stupid, it is massive, and it is quite nice.
You can get a 6-piece.
8 pieces.
And the largest one of them all, a 10-piece leg bucket.
12 pieces.
Or you can get a 14-piece.
Or 16-piece bucket.
Woo! Why do India only have legs?
That's a lot of chicken.
In Japan, we have 3 drink sizes. So we have a small.
In the US, our drinks come in medium.
No, what do you mean they come in? You can have like a big, small. What do you mean they start at medium?
And this is what a large drink looks like.
Here in India, we don't serve cups, we just serve cans.
Like, it makes sense to go, like, have a medium, which is like our large, and then have a small, which is our medium. That I can cope with that makes sense. What? Medium, like, in the middle? The medium. You can't have 2. This is silly. And why is it in ounces? I hate that.
If you want, you can also get half
ounces.
a gallon bag of your favorite drink of choice.
Why is it in a bag? Why is it in a bag? Why is the drink in a bag?
Look at this thing.
I'm looking at it. Like, I get it's like a big group to share, like, if you get like the big bottle. Yeah, what? I don't know. I can't explain it. This man has just got out a bag of drink. I guess for like shit, and then
It's convenient.
So the fries at the KFC in Japan come in 3 sizes. So this is small.
Here's a regular fries.
And back again, the large.
Then we got a box.
what? Japan? Wait, Japan came with a heat. Yeah, wait. I thought this was just gonna be all US. Look at that, they've got a box. Whoa.
Let us now measure the large to see how much you get.
Now, of course, the US has a chicken sandwich. You can also get it spicy or classic. This is classic. They got this little guy, the chicken little. Look at this guy, huh? This little guy.
Japan might clutch this. No. I think they just like chips. I don't know if you've been watching for the other 2 categories. Did you see the US's drink? It was a bag. Why was it a bag?
Was it pickles? Mayo?
So instead of a chicken sandwich, what we call ours
Freeway
is the
cola.
chicken fillet burger. I think it's pretty much the same thing. It's like breaded and fried chicken between 2 buns with some lettuce and some
The
mayonnaise.
things I'd do for a chicken fillet burger right now, it would be abhorrent to most people on this earth.
We also have something called the Zinger burger, which is pretty much the same thing,
Zinger.
but the spice level is amped up a little bit. You can also turn these burgers into a tower burger. What that does is adds cheese and a hash brown to the burger, which in my opinion, very worth it.
I can get over, like, I'm not a big cheese fan, right? I can get over cheese in like a hamburger, right? It's whatever. I think cheese, beef, it's fine. I'm not gonna like order me Mackies without cheese. I just can't get cheese and chicken. I hate it with a burning passion. It's probably just because I don't really like cheese. Texture-wise, it is awful.
Worthwhile addition.
Now we have special sandwiches. This one right here is called Japanese style chicken cut sandwich. So let's take a look inside. So it's got mayo and it's got cabbage and chicken cuts right there. Itadakimasu.
That looks really fucking good. I'm just salivating at the foot. Like I've got me little vegetarian. Oh, I've hit the mic. I think there. I've got me little vegetarian pizza. I mean, I'll have it. It's not. I like it. I don't know why I'm making a big fuss. I do like it.
Oh, this sauce is like
Fucking look at
soy
that,
sauce
man.
based sauce, and it's a little bit sweet. And this mayo is also great with this sauce. This looks really small, but it has huge amount of chicken. So if you eat this, you're gonna be full. And next one, we've got chicken fillet. Wow, this is also huge. So this one right here is called black hot sandwich. Ooh, look at this. It's like pepper mayo. I just tasted this pepper mayo, but
Wait, I'm blocking the India view. Oh my god. Oh, I'd not even considered. Where do I put myself? Actually, I know what. I'll become a little box temporarily. Hello, I'm a little box. I'm a little man.
has a little like spiciness.
That should be fine.
Oh
cut to that.
man, it's too
Force
strong. I wouldn't get it. Be careful.
All right, let's move on to chicken sandwiches. Here in India, we don't have an American chicken sandwich, but we have a zinger and a smaller sandwich called a crisper. Cute. The crisper looks like it wants to grow up and be a zinger someday. They also come in two variants, a spicy crisper and a tandoori zinger. Let's taste all of them. Oh, it's pretty yum. They've used a different kind of mayonnaise here. It has a bit of sweetness to it and a spicy kick at the end. And now for the legendary zinger. Back in the day, there were only two fast food chains here in India. It was McDonald's and KFC. And while McDonald's had more affordable burger options, the KFC zinger was so delicious. It was always a treat to eat.
Bars.
And it still is. I love that they use a whole boneless piece of proper chicken in there. Delicious mayo. It's so delicious. Okay, now let's try the spicy variants. This is the spicy crisper. Look at this sauce. It's almost blood red. I'm excited. Oh my god. The sauce almost has a Szechuan taste to it. Next up, the zinger, but tandoori. I love the fullness of the chicken that comes in these burgers.
I'll level with you. Just watch it. Like India have got like the least. They're coming with like the least heat. Like I don't. Of course, I'd still eat all of those burgers and I'd love every single one of them. But it's less. It feels less unique.
Versus, like a minced chicken patty in other restaurants. There's so much bite to it. It's so juicy, tender.
That all sounds amazing. Stop, you're going too fast. I have to say, those sandwiches look delicious, and I am jealous.
All right, moving away from chicken, India's KFC actually has vegetarian alternatives for all our burgers. There is a vegetarian crisper, a vegetarian spicy crisper, and a vegetarian zinger. Now, while India has a majority population of non-vegetarians, around 70%, there is a huge vegetarian population, which is why a lot of fast food restaurants have to make sure they have a lot of vegetarian options on their menu to make it more approachable and acceptable for all people over here. There's also levels to vegetarianism over here. There are, I will eat egg but not chicken vegetarians. There are
Like it's like pescatarians and vegetarians over here, isn't it? And you meet like a lot of people. Like, they're not vegetarian. Oh Christ, I've scrolled. They're not vegetarian, but it's like they'll try and avoid meat in their diet.
I will eat fish but not lamb vegetarians. There are I will eat the curry but not the pieces vegetarians. There are I am vegetarian only on Tuesdays vegetarians. There are I have made a promise to God for this 1 month vegetarians. There are I am vegetarian so you will all be vegetarians. They're the weird ones and we try not to talk about them. Which is why KFC in India brands itself as just KFC. There's no Kentucky Fried Chicken anywhere here because obviously I'm not going to go to a place that's named that if I'm one of these many types of vegetarians.
KFC in America has.
So so it just doesn't stand for anything. Is that? Am I being stupid, or is he just saying KFC just stands for nothing in India? I mean, like, I guess because you still got like the recognisable logo and stuff, it makes sense to still use KFC. But it seems weird to have an acronym with no meaning. Oh, that's what he said. Yeah. See, I'm not stupid. Probably.
Extra crispy chicken. This is the best type of chicken. I mean, look at this. I don't know what they do to this, but the skin is practically falling off. It is so crispy and so delicious. I love extra crispy so much.
So we also have deep pack. So it's got kernel crispy, and some nuggets, and boneless Kentucky, and some
Wait.
original chicken.
Is it just me, or did that look like a hash brown?
Deep pack, and some nuggets, and boneless Kentucky,
I really just thought it was a hash brown.
and some original chicken. So this deep pack, it comes with this fries. So if you want to have a little bigger one, you can order.
Didn't they have like the box of fries over there? Are you just getting the box of fries as a meal on its own, or is that like a big share thing? Because that seems, for them to be the box fry guys, to just have this come with like the meat, it don't feel right.
Deep barrel. I mean, it's double amount of this deep pack, so it's gonna be very big. So this one right here is called 4-piece red hot chicken box, and it comes with a pie and fry and a medium drink. And actually, we have other box options, like 4-piece half hot and half.
Does anyone else like a little smile when he holds it up to the camera? Just like, I don't know, I like it.
Original box, and it comes with fries as well. And 6-piece half hot and half original box, it comes with fries again. So in Japan, we have Tori no Hipaku. That means chicken day. It's on every 28th of the month. And 2 stands for ni, and 8 stands for wa. And it becomes niwa. And niwa is synonymous with niwatori. Niwatori means chicken. So that's why it's called Chicken Day.
Okay, let's start with chicken.
We should have a monthly chicken day. I am creating my own monthly end of every month, just get to reward you. Oh no, 28th day of every month, wasn't it? Something like that. You just get a bit of chicken. What a bit of chicken, lad.
Chicken in India, apart from the crispy chicken, we also get smoky red chicken. Oof. Wow. I believe this is KFC's answer to tandoori chicken. If you guys don't know what a tandoor is, it's basically a cylindrical oven that they light up using wood fire or charcoal, and it adds a really smoky flavor to the meats or breads that you cook inside of it. I doubt KFCs across the country have an actual tandoor, but the flavoring definitely smells like that. The marinade looks like that.
I'll level with you, this is my first stream in like 6, no, is it 6? Something like 6 months.
Oh my god, that's actually pretty good. You know what, KFC? Pretty good job. You have to remember, KFC is competing with a lot of Mughlai restaurants across every Indian city. And while this doesn't have as much of that smoky char that a lot of tandoori kebabs have, it has a lot of flavor and the chicken is quite juicy. Good job. It's
Great
super
job.
spicy
Oh
though,
my
so
God,
if you're somebody who can't handle spice, go a little easy on this one. When an Indian says something spicy, it's spicy.
The pot pie that they have
Drake
here,
brother.
they're not kidding when they say pie and the pot pie. How thick this is.
I've got to say, the pot pie actually looks quite good. We love meat pies here in the UK. You'll often see people tucking into like a steak and kidney.
I'm not a big meat pie fan. I'll say it. Listen, I go to the football. I'm getting a burger. I'm getting a sausage roll. I'm not getting a meat pie. I've put it out there. I'm probably actually not getting anything at the football. Maybe a pint. But I ain't getting a meat pie. I'll eat like that. I don't even think they're particularly bad. I just think every other option is better.
Pie or a chicken pie, but yeah, they should probably put that on the menu over here. I think they'd cash in on the British market.
Speaking of big dishes of stuff, the famous bowl. Once upon a time, a KFC employee was
Not very famous. I don't know about it.
I could have put everything into one dish and call it a day. And ta-da, the famous bowl was born. This has to be like 3 pounds.
Now, Joe, I'm glad you also think that the famous bowl doesn't look that great, because to me that looks like a nightmare.
We currently have a Nashville hot chicken and hot tenders. I went ahead with the tenders. I've just been informed this was a big TikTok thing for a minute, something about biting it and crunching it. I don't know anything about that. I can say just by holding this, there's no way these are crispy. Well, it's not that spicy. That's kind of spicy. I do like this a lot. I can't stop eating it. Ooh, that heat's catching up with me. Slow burn, slow build on the heat.
All right, so here we've got 2 special twisters. So this one right here is called Pepper Mayonnaise Twister. Ooh. It looks great.
Wait, so they basically just wraps?
9 out of 10. KFC, thank you. Thank you for making me happy. So next, we got Teriyaki Twister. Should be great. It's kind of gross. It's got mayo and Colonel Crispy, some veggies, and I hope this is teriyaki sauce. Itadakimasu. It looks gross, but it tastes incredible. 10 out of 10. Congratulations. Oishii. It means delicious.
Look how tiny those twisters are. I could eat like 3 of those easily. Easily.
Alright, so this one right here, it's called Colonel Crispy. Is it only in Japan?
I cannot confirm the difference between a Colonel Crispy and a KFC chicken tender. They call their tenders Colonel Crispies, and we call our Colonel Crispies chicken tenders.
Colonel Crispy is such a clear name. They're the kernel of crispiness. Like, think how much better that is. But I actually think Japan is so clear.
There's a few other language differences, like instead of chicken tenders, we call ours chicken mini fillets.
It's been a while since I ordered this one, but it still has crispy bits. Good job. Japanese KFC's technology, state of the art.
One iconic dish that you'll find on the KFC India menu is biryani. And so KFC India has taken a very bold decision to launch their own biryanis. They come in 4 flavors. Number 1, classic chicken, nice and crispy. Number 2, popcorn chicken. Number 3, the spicy red chicken that I really enjoyed. And number 4, the veg patty, which it's so tempting to just push that to the side because veg biryani is...
It don't look good. I'm not a huge fan.
Already just a concept that we're not a fan of over here.
On the same wavelength, me and you, fella.
Just for now, you can stay here. Okay, I'm going to begin with the popcorn chicken biryani, which is just so blasphemous to begin with. It's not a biryani. I'm so upset right now.
But
this one,
good?
the spicy red chicken, has a bit of that tandoori vibe to it. They've really tried to overcompensate with the spices. There's a lot of clove flavor.
I hate
just
that.
to convince you.
When you get like the most like bang average, piss poor food, and they just cover it in just spice, and it doesn't taste of anything. Or even worse, you get nice food and it's covered in spice, and it no longer tastes of anything. Like, I don't mind a bit of spice. Listen. I don't know what you're listening to, but listen, I'm not afraid of getting something spicy. But when you just do it for the sake of it, it adds no flavour. It's silly, and then it comes out the other end of you, and it's horrible.
You're eating a biryani, so go easy on that curry. I could eat this. Like if I was hungry, not a biryani though.
Also to US KFC that you can't get in Japan are wings. You can get wings at the KFC in units of 6, 12, 24, or 48. I believe the 3 wing flavors that I got here are standard buffalo, the honey barbecue, and if you're a total wuss, unsauced. What's wrong with you? Yeah, very sketchy. You can also get them in a limited time Nashville hot sauce.
All right, so we have nuggets. We have 3 pieces, 5 pieces, and they
3-piece nuggets. That is just. Although to be fair, I would never order nuggets. It's chicken but worse. I don't rate chicken nuggets. I'm not a massive fan. To me they just seem like a utensil to cover in dip, and that is the only reason they're liked. So many better forms of chicken.
come with only ketchup.
Our biscuit, on the other hand, is just this southern style, not exactly a scone, but kind of looks like one from a distance, dry cornmeal biscuit. Oh, yeah.
Here we've got KFC biscuit. It comes with honey maple KFC.
What is it? I don't even know what a biscuit actually is in the rest of the world. What am I actually looking? I'm giving this a Google. Biscuit in the US. Somewhat similar to quick. Somewhat similar to a scone. Sure, whatever. I'll believe them. I won't.
This is good. But maple is a little bit sweet for me.
Mac and cheese. I can't believe you guys
Although
didn't
actually,
have
that was a. Does Japan have a different biscuit to the US? I don't care. I
macaroni
don't.
and cheese. Mwah. Love mac and cheese. Mashed potatoes and gravy. You don't have that in Japan? Guys, demand this from your Japanese KFC. You want the mashed potatoes and gravy.
Now we have a slightly different approach to sides in the UK compared to the US. For example, our corn comes on the cob. Baked beans. These are slightly different to the regular
I hate baked beans with a burning passion. The last time I interacted with baked beans, I just threw up. I think it's a texture thing more than anything. I just find them really grim. It's not even like a taste thing. It's not like. It's just they are. Like I don't like the taste, but they are just a bit grim. But I like corn on the cob.
beans that you might put on toast in the UK. They have kind of a barbecue sauce flavor to them.
And now for the quickest sauce talk ever.
Sauce talk.
KFC sauce. Yeah, the KFC sauce is like a brown mustard mayo. Yeah, that sauce is good.
There are a few
What's KFC sauce?
sauces which are exclusive to the UK. For example, we have this spicy Supercharger dip, which is kind of like a spicy mayo type thing. We have
good.
some sweet chili sauce, garlic
alright.
mayonnaise, another
It's
really
good.
good option. Garlic mayo on chips is just fantastic.
These
Oh, garlic mayo on chips. Oh my fucking god. I'm about to do unspeakable things. Oh my god.
3 dipping sauces. So we've got barbecue sauce and mustard. And this pink one is called Mentaiko Mayo. Mentaiko means it's like spicy corduroy and it's very popular case in Japan. This is actually great. I'll dip this. It tastes fantastic.
It looks
Winner.
good, mate.
India does not have too many exclusive dips. In fact, we just have
It's just so sad. Like everyone else, like had a tray with food also on it. It's just got the dips.
a veg eggless mayonnaise and a tandoori masala mayonnaise. It's
yeah,
time to
good,
taste. I'm using the same
Why haven't they given him any chicken? Why is he?
hand because here in India we don't eat with our left hand. If you're wondering why, commenters, you let them know.
Why don't Indians eat with their left hand?
He's not even going to tell me. Back to Google. But also, why are they getting this man just to lick up sauce? Why don't Indians eat with their left hand? That's all I feel. These aren't answers. Do I? Because it's considered unclean. Okay. I level with you. I thought there'd be more to it.
Mayonnaise. So good job on that. Mayonnaise again with a little bit of a sweet but also spicy kick to it. I wish we had more options, especially
I
considering
wish you were putting this on chicken. Chicken lah. But
there are so many different delicious chicken options. I'd love to be able to dip my tenders in more sauces. That is a weird sentence.
Dessert to the US KFC, you can get this chocolate chip cookie. Recognize that guy? Just looks just like this guy. And finally, a chocolate chip cake.
Here in
what? No.
And finally,
You just get a cake. What is going on?
a chocolate chip cake.
Here in India, we have two exclusive desserts, a choco mud pie and a coffee mousse cake. Ooh boy. Just
Like, it looks good. Why call it a mud pie? That is not appetizing.
look at this cross section, my friend. Next up, coffee mousse cake. Yeah, these are pretty average as desserts.
Fountain drinks. There's a few that we can get that you guys cannot over there in Japan. The first one is a beverage that I have yet to meet one human being who enjoys it. Of course, I'm talking about Sierra Mist. Maybe grossest soda ever. It's so bad. Another drink that you can get at KFC that you can't get at Japan, and here it is right here. Mountain Dew's great. When I was in college, I worked at a pizza place.
Mountain Dew. I feel like we have Mountain Dew over here, but I feel like you can't get it at any fast food places. But what was it? I know we'd have it. 'Cause I've seen people kicking about with them. Maybe they're in. Are they? No, I feel like you can just get over it.
I drank so much Mountain Dew, I threw up. And now I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Let's see if I can do it again. My favorite beverage, Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning. So good, so good.
So here we've got Japanese exclusive drinks. This one right here is water. But it comes with this Assam tea pack.
Okay.
It's supposed to be hot, but it's cold. And next one, we've got coffee. So this one right here is roasted rich coffee. Itadakimasu. It's a little bit bitter than normal coffee. And here we got Earl Grey iced tea. It's not sweet at all. And next one is melon soda. It has bright.
That looked radioactive. That does not look fit for human consumption. I'll keep it a $1.50 with you. I don't know how happy I'm gonna be with that entering my body. I'd still have it, and I'd still enjoy it.
Bright green color.
Maybe I wouldn't enjoy it.
Horrible. It's too sweet. Here is ginger ale. Nothing special. And the last one, it's Natchan Refreshing Orange.
Exclusive drinks in KFC India. We have Mirinda, which is an orange soda, and Red Bull. Let's talk about Mirinda. This is a drink that really evokes nostalgia. 90s kids really know what I'm talking about when I say Mirinda.
The drinks.
I don't know what I was just saying. It looked quite nice. Just like the Fanta or Tango, I think. Or getting Red Bull with a meal. I feel like you would just put it in like your pocket or your bag, and then just have it after. Like you don't have a Red Bull with a meal.
Are just normal, nothing special, but chickens are finger licking good.
Now, usually we'd have even more exclusive menu items to show you, but unfortunately UK KFC is currently operating with a reduced...
It came out for... How long has this been in production?
menu.
Oh. Is this like a clip from an old video? Because I know they used to only do US, UK. And then was it, they've added on the Japan... Although was it, the US guys referencing Japan? So I don't know.
Here's what you could normally find on the menu at a UK KFC. A vegan burger, the Big Daddy burger, a range of chicken wraps, some rice boxes, onion rings, curry sauce, crush'ems, and a full range of hot drinks.
What? Do the US not have anything like crush'ems? Because that seems like such a US thing. It's basically like a milkshake where you crush up like an Oreo or something, and then that is in the milkshake. Also, the wraps are so... Oh my god.
Including English breakfast tea.
So let's talk about Christmas in Japan. So Christmas is one of the biggest events in Japan. Even though about 1% of Japanese people are Christians, we just enjoy Christmas as just a fun event. And as for KFC for Christmas in Japan, back in 1970s, Japan KFC launched a hugely successful advertising campaign called Kentucky New Christmas. That's Kentucky for Christmas. And with that strong marketing campaign, it became so popular to have KFC for Christmas in Japan. And
So
now
I was right. That yeah, I thought that was true. That is how do you just sit down and be like, yo, let's make KFC a Christmas thing? Also, I wonder, would that have been like like the Japanese marketing team over there? I presume would have come up with that. And I guess maybe it's because Christmas is like a different cultural thing. Maybe I don't know. It seems weird how you even formulate that idea.
Now, about 3.6 million Japanese families eat KFC for Christmas.
Fuck me,
Talking
what?
about my personal experiences, yes, when I was young, I would eat KFC for Christmas with my family. But when you start dating, Christmas makes a transformation from a family event to couples event. And I'm looking for the one who can enjoy KFC for Christmas with me.
Me, I'll do it. Oh my god, his luscious eye. Oh my god. Oh.
But when you start dating,
What a heartthrob.
Christmas makes a transformation. Looking for the one who can enjoy KFC
Look
for
at him.
Christmas with me.
What a
In
cutie
the UK,
patootie.
a drum is 170 calories.
So in Japan, one drumstick of original chicken on average has 237 calories.
Chicken's looking a little limp there, George. In the US, one stiff drumstick of original recipe is 130 calories. But according to KFC's US site, that's for a 53-gram piece. Now, adjusting for the 87-gram piece, like that of Japan, the calories go up to 210. Does that make sense? Great. Now, take this bad boy and make them extra crispy, and you got 270 calories.
It's too many calories.
Not enough calories if you ask me.
But finger licking good.
I think KFC got to George. He keeps dropping that slogan. Are they paying George? I think George is getting some money on the side from KFC. Oh my God, if George turns out to be Colonel Sanders, I will lose my mind.
George deserves all the money he's getting. I did not know about this George fella, 21 minutes ago, but I am a huge fan.
We should also point out that the KFC India website is in major need of an update. There is an FAQ page where people have asked things like, how many calories does this chicken have? Or, sometimes I see red deposits in my chicken. What is it? And for almost all of these questions, the answers are just filler text. So if you ask me what those red deposits are, I genuinely don't know.
Unfortunately, KFC in the UK doesn't disclose its ingredients.
In the US, our original recipe chicken ingredients are, first with the fresh chicken, it is marinated with salt.
Wait, are you just allowed not to disclose what you put in the food? That doesn't seem very legal.
sodium phosphate, and monosodium glutamate. Onto the breading, it's breaded with wheat flour, tricalcium phosphate, maltodextrin, triglycerides, natural flavor, Colonel's secret original recipe seasoning.
So KFC in Japan doesn't disclose their ingredients. So we emailed their customer support and this is what they told us.
Unfortunately, KFC does not share a full list of ingredients with the public. So what do we know about KFC? Well, the KFC India website has a couple of clues. We know that all of our chicken is farmed here and not imported, and all of it is 100% whole muscle chicken. That means it's made from whole pieces of chicken and not cut together minced chicken like you find in chicken nuggets. In fact, the website says they have an open kitchen policy, and what that means is anybody can walk into a KFC and apparently ask for a kitchen tour, and you can go into the kitchen, look at everything, and ask as many questions as you.
Mate, I could just see if that was like a thing over here or the US, being a viral TikTok happened. It's like, did you know you can actually just walk into KFC and ask them to give you a tour? And then like, imagine how done you'd be if you work there. Just like every fucking like hour, like 20 kids tell like, oh, we want to come around the kitchens. I don't know why that's annoyed me so much. Just the idea of kids walking around a KFC, but it has, and I'm valid for it.
You want. Indian chicken farmers were previously criticized for overusing antibiotics. As recently as 2018, the Bureau of Investigative Journalism found out that a lot of Indian farmers were feeding cholesterol to their chickens as a growth promoter without any medical supervision. Cholesterol is known as the antibiotic of the last resort. Holy f***. Oh my god, bro. That's so frightening. And it's only given to humans when other antibiotics have failed. So, if we give our chickens cholesterol, then the humans who consume it might become resistant to it. In fact, they can develop an antibiotic-resistant superbug, and that's not good.
Yuli, this sounds like the plot to a horror movie. What is he talking about? That is terrifying. I'm gonna assume we don't.
It was fairly well known about the fact that was it. Like the more we use the more we use those pills, the more that like organisms build up like a resistance to them until we're like, oh fuck me, we've used this one. May shouldn't have just used it on like that minor little issue, because they are so resistant.
Do that here, and if we do, oh god.
But when a report came out talking about
the US do it like with humans, they like overprescribe antibiotics. Not like with that exact one, but like, is that not a thing over there?
ill effects of cholesterol, India ended up banning it completely, so we're safe from cholesterol at last.
Yes!
I kind of look like Colonel Sanders, right? Look at this guy.
We're safe. We're not safe. They're building up resistance.